When my oldest son was around 13 or 14, we decided to pick up ping pong. Now, I'd played quite a bit in my life, and he had not played at all, or very, very rarely. We had a ping pong table, so we started this little tradition where we played after dinner and before bed. And we pretty much played every night. Now, when he started, he really was not very good, as most kids aren't if they've never played ping pong. I had played quite a bit in my life, and at first was beating him 21 to 2 or 3, and then he started adapting and changing and improving, and it became 21 to 8 or 9, and then 21 to 14, 15, and then 21 to 19, and then he was beating me. Now, of course, I'm his dad, and I'm not as young as I used to be, and of course he's throwing himself all over, diving for things, running back and forth, getting my slams back to me. I would slam it as hard as I could. All of a sudden it'd come back to me, and I couldn't believe it because his reflexes were so incredible. But he learned what I was doing. He figured out my weaknesses, figured out my strengths, adapted, and improved. And guess what? Wasn't long before I just couldn't beat him at all. Maybe one game out of 10. What does that have to do with your house? Well, sometimes adaptation and improvement is the same when selling your house. Let me show you what I mean. Hi, it's Stuart Sutton at Agent Finder, where we use artificial intelligence and human expertise, that's common sense, to identify the most qualified real estate agents for your specific home sale or purchase. So your agent's experience is going to determine how they handle this, but I think that most agents are going to agree with this line of thinking. First of all, is the price appropriate for today's market? The very first thing we look at is the activity online. So for this type of house, in other words, a home priced in the lower end of the market, wherever you are, might have a different average views than a home priced in the luxury end of the market. So your agent should have a good feel for that. But if you're getting good online activity, that's the first step. So the next step is that online activity turning into showings? Are you getting the showings from the activity? So if you're getting activity and no showings, guess what's happening? You probably have a price issue, because what people are looking at is the presentation. And this is where it's important that your presentation be good. I will share with you one time in my career, someone called and said, hey, would you come over and talk to us about listing our home? And upon looking it up, I realized they were already listed. I explained to them they needed to visit with their agent. They said they were going to release their agent and they wanted to talk to me. So legally and ethically, I could go do that. So I did. They showed me why they were concerned. The presentation of their home was abysmal. There was literally a picture of their living room with their dog sitting in the middle of the room scratching himself. That wasn't really a good presentation. So it's important that your presentation be well done. If the online activity is good, people look at your photos, your videos, and then they're not coming to the house, then either your presentation is poor or they're just not buying it. This set of pictures and photos and videos for this price, that doesn't really work for us. The next thing is, if you are getting showings from the activity, agents are looking at your house online, buyers are looking at your house online, now they're coming over to take a look at it, physically walking through it. So the price and the presentation were good enough that they came over to the house. If you're getting showings but no offers, that may be an indication that you need to adjust the price. Now, how long before you do that? When you put it in the market and you're getting activity and no showings, how long? That's up to your agent and what the process is with their experience in your particular market. And the same thing with the showings. If you're getting steady showings but no offers, how long do you let that go on? That's entirely up to you and your agent to assess in your particular situation and in your market. So if you're getting lots of showings and no offers, well, guess what? You probably do need a price change. Now, let's just say you are getting offers, but they're not good offers. I'll give you an example. I had a particular situation where we had a home in the market and we had 3 offers. One came in, it was a little bit lower than the seller wanted. The seller counted it and the buyer wouldn't come up. They went away. Second one came in really very close to where the first one had come in. My seller wondered, well, is this a coincidence? Actually, it was. Totally unrelated. Totally separate buyer, totally separate agent. Third time it came in very close to where the other 2 were. My seller realized, wait a minute, this is what people are willing to pay for my house. And we negotiated the transaction and closed with that third buyer. So keep in mind, activity online, if it's not turning into showings, it's probably a price issue. If you're getting showings but no offers, it's probably a price issue. If you're getting low offers who won't come up to your asking or close to your asking, you probably need a price adjustment. Now, I will share this with you. From my experience, if we're getting no one to see the house, it's probably going to take a little bigger price adjustment than if people are coming to the house but we're not getting offers. That takes a little bit smaller price adjustment. That's just from my experience. But again, you and your agent can discuss and have an idea of where you need to go and when you need to do that. So if you like this video, I sure hope you'll press that like button and subscribe if you want to see more. I did put another video up here for you. This actually talks about pricing in what I call the gap theory. Probably haven't heard of it. Your agent may not have heard of it, but it makes total sense. Watch it and you'll see what I mean. Remember, it's your choice, so make it a powerful day.